Guys, this week's workout of the week. Look, cardiovascular training can be more than just jumping on the treadmill, going for a walk and doing some skipping. So I've got three favorite techniques that we use to look at metabolic conditioning. What that means is that we want to use more functional movements for the body, getting you moving correctly, but have that cardio effect. What do you reckon? It's going to make you stronger. It's going to help you get leaner, because there's not much more challenging than doing a weight training or a functional training movement and doing that to time or for repetitions or as many as you can in a certain amount of time, so for a number of reps, or putting it all together. So there's three key techniques that we have here. One is that we can do like 30-30s or Tabata intervals. So one method of this following program that I'm going to give to you, you can do 30 on, 30 off for a sequence of say 5 to 10 minutes. You can go through the 5 exercises and do 30 on, 30 off. Or you could do Tabata rounds. Now Tabata rounds is a 20-second work with a 10-second rest. You do it 8 times. So 20 on, 10 off. 20 on, 10 off, 8 times. That's going to equal 4 minutes with a minute's rest. Okay, so if you've got 4 exercises, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Okay. The other technique that we have is what we call superhero, and this is a duration or a time circuit where you go through a sequence of exercises and you do it for X amount of sets, so 3 sets of, 4 sets of, 2 sets of a certain number of exercises, i.e. squats, push-ups, run up the road, lateral squat, pull-up, for example. You'll do 20 of each one and the run to a certain distance. Then you'll do 15, 12 and 10 reps. You'll do that for time. So that's like a 15-20 minute workout, let's say. Quite challenging, and it's a great measure of your fitness. But the thing is, all of this that I'm telling you, you really want to make sure is right for your body. And if it hurts, speak to your trainer, because it shouldn't be the case. We only want to be doing timed workouts, I might add, with workouts that you've done before and that you know you can do. So it's got to be a routine or a pattern of action that you know back to front. You've done it many times before. So the last one I'm going to give to you, and this is what I want you to try this week. I want you to pick movements in this realm that you're able to do confidently. Really important. The ones that you know how to do back to front. Think of movements that you've got down pat, you've loaded, because only once you've done them with speed and with power and with load, and have done them correctly, do you think about doing them in this circuit, because this is intense. This is your CrossFit style, but I'm going to give you a functional CrossFit style workout that you can possibly be doing that's going to be great for you all over. The last set, so we've discussed Tabata, we've discussed superhero. Now let's talk about a short duration time circuit. Okay, so this is a sequence or a time circuit, not a long duration, but it's one set of the following exercises. So we're going to look at rep ranges here of 10 repetitions, and the exercise that I'd like you to look at, that most of you should be fairly confident with, is first and foremost we're going to perform a side plank on our elbow. So we want to be able to do that. If you cannot do it on your feet, do it on your knees. Now you're going to go from that side plank and you're going to roll through and perform it on the other side. Roll through and perform it on the other side. We're going to do that 10 rolls on each side, so that's 10 reps on each side correctly, staying up on your side. That's number one. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to stand straight up. We've just worked the sides, our lateral sling. Stand straight up. We're going to work our glutes and our back and our tummy, and we're going to perform squats. So it's up to you what weight you use. If you've never done them before, you don't use a weight, but if you are using a weight, I want you to perform it with dumbbells. So it really comes down to what you can hold in your hands. So it's going to be a weighted squat. From there, we're going to then go into a push-up. I want controlled push-ups. Now again, you can do these with your hands up on a bar, vertical into the wall. That's fine, or in the squat rack if you've never done them before. So we're going to go side plank, dumbbell squat, push-up. Now we're missing a movement here, and the movement that we're now going to do is what we call a renegade row. So it's hands on the dumbbells, rowing up to our chest. We're looking at 20 repetitions. So we're going to perform 10 reps of each exercise. If you're doing one arm, then you've got to do 10 on each arm. Okay? The final exercise that I want you to perform like this is I'd like you to perform some step-ups. So we're going to finish off with some step-ups, and the step-up needs to be at about 10 to 12 inches, so your knees at about 90 degrees. You're going to perform 10 on each leg, 10 on the other leg. You're looking for speed, but keeping your body upright. We've got the side plank, we've got the dumbbell squat, we've got the push-up, we've got the renegade row, and finally step up. By performing this 5 sequence for 10 reps of each, I want you to time that. So that's a sequence of exercise. It's going to take you about 3 minutes. If you're looking for some cardio, that's when you can perform a run up the end of the street and time yourself. You can whack in some skipping, you can do some boxing, that's fine. So if you do this, you want to work up to 3 or 4 sets. It's quite high intense, and it's a great strength program that you can also do when you're away and have a measure. How fast, at what weight, how long did it take for me to do this program? That's your workout of the week, and we call that a short duration or a timed circuit. It's a sequence of exercises, full body, working your body entirely, so it's functional with the big basic lifts, great for the body to burn fat because it's a conditioning style circuit using strength exercises for cardio.